G'day gamers, Ranger Tony here with another episode of Pathfinder Kingmaker Varnhold's Lot, played with our turn-based combat mod and our group of archers, well, mostly archers and Varn and Cephal. When last we left off, we had just entered the Cyclops ruins or something like that. It's called Lost Larn Keep, but it's just outside the Centaur camp. And we're in this wonderful little dungeon. I've got the free camera mod, which allows us to sort of scan around a little bit. There's some sort of spell light globe up here hanging above us, and we've got some stairs that head down into the depths. I've only gone into this dungeon once before, and technically I found it very hard. I'm starting to think I should have bought more camping supplies before going in, but we can't go back out, so we are stuck with what we've got. So we're going to come down and, well, see what we can see. Okay, so we can't use any sort of teleportation. I think that shows up in here. No. That one was the one we completed. Basically, I think Dimension Door spells, which I don't think any of us are actually using or actually have prepared. I don't believe they're going to work. So let's just have a quick look at what we've got here. Yeah, we have a dimensional door here because it's the only conjuration spell at level 4 that we know for Cephal, or level 4 spell, I should say. I don't believe we've got anything similar here, no. So that dimension door will not work while we're in here. The reason for that is that there are some teleports in here that teleport you around, and if you could use dimension door, you could just get through the other side of a wall, which normally you have to sort of work the puzzle out on how to get there. And I'm not entirely sure how that puzzle works myself. Last time I played it, I just sort of tried things out until they worked. So there's some Centaur warriors here. I think they're in a battle with these dread zombie Cyclopses, and I think without us having to do anything, they make pretty short work of them, so that's good. So the bodies disappeared, and then he tells us that they weren't actually here, that we're fighting illusions. The walls are just decorations underneath their ordinary brick, still ancient but much younger than the Cyclops. We are surrounded by illusions. This means this isn't a Cyclops tomb. I have no idea what it is. We must be careful. Who knows what else is hiding behind these illusions here? You're right. So, we can't turn back. We will solve the riddle onwards. So, yeah. Even though it looks to be a Cyclops ruin, it actually isn't. It's all illusion. So I'm just checking around to make sure there's nothing special here that we're missing. What's in the chest? Nothing much. I thought there was more. No, maybe not. Okay. Oh, that was the other side of that walkway that we couldn't get through. So let's just check, is there anything at this end of the hall? No. After playing under the stolen land so much. I expect there to be secret doors everywhere, but I don't think there really is in this. And you'll excuse me, but I'm going to be saving fairly often. Now, where is the Cyclops King? Maybe over there. Oh, right here. Maybe he doesn't exist at all. I hate these things. You won't fool me, begone, she said, mere moments before I fooled her again. Oh, mortals, mortals. So, yeah. Basically, that's implying that teleport doesn't go. And I don't think it was that one. I think it was this one that they just went through. But I'm going to explore over this side first. So there's this thing here, which looks like it should be a teleport, but which doesn't go anywhere. We got this mound of rubble here, which was obviously the ceiling caving in. Oh yes, I vaguely remember that. We'll have a look at that in a sec. There's this other teleport area here, which again doesn't have anything. Hang on, let's scroll around. Doesn't have anything in it. So over here we've got an Anaku, whatever that is. That's some sort of, I don't know, demonic thing or something. And there's a body in here which we can't get to. A starved monster devours you with its fiery eyes. We have another area here. We have this force field here stopping us going through the door. There is no way you can dispel this barrier. You need to find a way to disable it. So just searching around the portals, clearly they have some common power source. There's this weird dog just wandering around, which again could just be an illusion. You don't know. So there is a button over there. I'm not going to push it just yet. But we've got this area here. There's obviously that rune there as a button. You got this here, which looks like it used to be another corridor leading somewhere, but I can't see through there, so I don't know what's going on. And then that's, I believe, the teleport that the other guys went through. And then this was the first teleport with the doorway that we came through. And there's no buttons or anything here. So our only option is to push that button up there. Now, I do notice that that button is like a little V-shaped thing. If you want to call it that. Depends on the angle that you look at it, of course. And I'm sure there are probably... You can see there's a bunch of sigils, and it's basically that one there, just oriented in a different direction. I don't know whether that has any real meaning or not. I don't think... I have done a little bit of this dungeon before and didn't really fully understand the layout of it. But you can see it's that button there is the one that we're going to press, but there's no actual buttons on this one, because that button was along there, basically, if you mirrored it. And I'm sure that sigil there is... Yeah, it's that one there. I don't know if it really means anything, but let's zoom back out. Let's push the button. Didn't seem to do anything. Or did it? Let's just... Oh, yes, no, it did. We can now click in the center. And through we go. Okay, so we're in some sort of room here. There's something through this doorway, but I don't think we can get there because of this overgrowth. There's another panel there, but there's also a book right here. I think this has some interesting notes in it, so let's have a look. Filled with arcane formula. Problem. The fools I summon keep trying to leave the castle, while uninvited fools keep trying to sneak in. Solution. A portal maze. A fool who doesn't know the way can keep wandering forever. Observation. Fools tend to rush forward blindly. A fool might be so dazzled by an opportunity right in front of him that he would never think of turning around and looking behind his back. Amended solution. Anastrophe and nonlinearity of portal pathways. A to B does not mean B to A. Okay. So, I don't know what anastrophe means, but the nonlinear suggests that if we go here, that may take us back to where we were. But if we were to try and then go back through the one that we were already in, that might take us somewhere completely different. And we just got a wonderful belt there of increased dexterity +4, which is definitely going to me. Who is going to be the next best one to give this other one to? We don't have any buffs, so I'll give it to you. But we can't get through this door. It's all overgrown. I'm going to click on this one just to see where it goes, because I think when I last played this level, I just immediately went back through that one, and I don't know where this one actually went. So let's just try it. Let's quick save first. Through we go. Does this take us back? No, I don't know where this is. Okay, so we were there, I believe. That was where we were. We're now here. What did we miss over? Oh, the loot over there is the body that we couldn't get to. Okay, so we're down over here now. Whoops. So. I want all of us. Uh-oh. Will-o-wisps. I hate these things. They are really ridiculously hard. I do know that they're vulnerable... Oh, it's not what I meant to do. I do know that they're vulnerable to magic missiles, but they're immune to electricity and they have spell immunity, but they are vulnerable to magic missiles. So Baldur hasn't had much of a chance to hit. He's tried his best, but he didn't really do anything. Oh, and there's two of them. Okie dokie. That means we need you to use your magic missiles, Cephal. Drek. These guys are evil, aren't they? Beautiful. So we're going to use a Smite Evil on that one, and then attack for Drek. Beautiful. That's what I like to see. And another good hit from Drek there. Mega, you're actually probably going to be better getting up close and hitting with your swords. But for now, take a couple of shots. That's good. Oh, God, a third one. Hilfarn. Let's move that up there. Yeah, Hilfarn, just try taking some shots at that one, please. They're all just normal will-o-wisps. Thankfully, they're nothing more powerful than that at the moment. I didn't give you any magic missiles, did I? No, I didn't. So let's buff you up. And you've got Reach, which doesn't do anything for us. They've got complete spell immunity, so I might be better actually to switch that to Keen and then just stick with a normal shot at these guys. Even though I'll use Ray of Frost, I don't expect it to do damages, but I expect my bolts to do a little bit more. So we're not doing too bad. These guys normally cast lightning bolts, and so far, thankfully, they haven't done that. So I'm very happy with that. And wow, that went way better than I expected it to. I expected us to be pretty badly hammered there. So I'm actually... Ooh, that's a trap. Good. Sorry, I can't do the watery Admiral Akbar voice. Oh, failed to disarm.
You've got another one.
Okay, good. Just a bunch of spells. Raise Animal Companion. Well, I didn't realise that was actually a spell. Well, there you go. Scroll of Displacement. Might work in here, but... And Resist Fire Communal. I'm going to have to keep an eye on those and see if we can use them. Again, I don't think this is really a good idea to rush forward here. But I am going to do this because I haven't... Let's see where we end up. Okay, so here's the Centaurs fighting some more of those guys. And again... Well, I was going to say, again, they've been victorious, but these guys, Red Caps, these are brutal as well. Hilfarn, prayer us up, please. Thank you. There we go. Wow, thankfully they've missed us so far. I'm pretty sure these guys are evil. Yes, neutral evil Fae. But I think for now our best option is to attack the vulnerable one. Damage reduction, not good. You don't have... You've got many shot, but you don't yet have... clustered shot, do you? Or whichever one it is. Nope. So that's why that was still being reduced. Baldur has it though, so let's have Baldur take on that guy. So you'll notice that all of the shots, that the two shots of Baldur's that hit that red cap were both damage reduction. But if you went back and had a look at the one that hit this one, only the first shot was reduced. The second shot that hit wasn't, and the reason it wasn't is because of the clustered shot. And was it clustered shots? Yes, clustered shots, which I have taken. So what it is if you are attacking, if you take a full attack at an opponent, and it's only the first opponent that you attack, if you go and hit multiple opponents, it doesn't do it, but on the first opponent, damage reduction only is applied on the first hit. It doesn't read that way. If you have a look at it, it reads that you do all of your attacks before it will determine the amount of damage reduction. But in essence, what it does is reduces damage only on the first attack, which does essentially the same thing. It's just a wording sort of issue. Okay. Going to use this. Okay, I was going to use the Burning Arc on him, but I'll use it on him instead. Tracery. Oh, yeah, cool. Centaur Warrior. Oh, there's another one down here. Mustn't forget that there's a fourth red cap down there. The damage reduction that these guys have make them pretty damn hard to kill. But what we're going to... Oh, see, they're immune to hold person, so I can't do that. Which means my best option is just shoot him in the face. It's basically put as many arrows down range as I can. Thankfully, this guy here is missing a lot. I'm going to keep direct shooting at this guy. I'm just sort of spreading my damage a little bit, which is something that I probably shouldn't do. Baldur will take out this guy fairly successfully. Yeah, we're unlucky we didn't take out that one as well. Beautiful critical hits. Gotta love them. We can't see this one down here more. That's the one thing I sort of dislike about this game in some ways, is the fog of war is a little bit strict in situations like this. We know there's someone there. We've been able to see them, but suddenly we can't. And it doesn't really make a hell of a lot of sense, particularly because we have an ally who's down here, who's fighting this guy. And we can see these allies moving, but we just cannot see that one there. I'm going to turn off the 5-foot step. Oh, yes, you may have noticed that I turned on the option for the combat mod to start. I've got full attack and 5-foot step turned on by default at the start. What that allows me to do... I'm going to move Hilfern just a little bit closer till we can actually see this red cap. Good. And then I'm going to end that. Now we can't see him again. That's just... What's going on? That's so annoying. Oh, he's dead now. So that's good. Yes, I turned on those options. I'll talk about that in our next fight, I guess. Let's loot these bodies. Let's just wander around and make sure there's no other interesting... paraphernalia. Why can I not click on that body, for crying out loud? Let's... There we go. Very good. Okay, let's just come down here. We do want to talk to these centaurs. What are they going to say? Go, we're right behind you. Okay, so they want us to leave. Oh, good. More camping supplies. What is it saying about this plant? A most spectacular plant. Everything in this place is imbued with magic, but nothing near as much as this flower. That's very interesting. Why did I not pick up those the first time? I'm half tempted to not, because we came through this one. I'm half tempted to go back through that and see where it takes us. But I also want to go forward through this. So let's see where we go here. I know it's not going to take us where we really want to be. Okay, so we're back to where we started. Do we have to... I don't think anything else will have changed out here. We still can't attack this or get through that barrier. That door is still closed. There's nothing actionable there. There's nothing actionable there. It's just going to wander around, keep an eye on things, just wondering if anything we've done has changed anything. I'm pretty sure it hasn't. And that one's just still not lit up. That's one of the only ones that isn't actually glowing, so we need to keep an eye on that as well. So let's go back through this one. And then this time, let's go back through this one. And you'll notice that didn't take us back to where we started. So this is a room with red caps in it. Now, there are these Taldan Lady and Taldan Noble. I think they're just illusions. Well, everything in this room could be an illusion, but let's keep going. Red cap, red cap, red cap. Just making sure that none of these are any sort of special super red caps or anything like that. So that Smite Evil is working very well on them. Oh, and there's another one. I'm going to have to lose a turn, I think. Yes. But what I'm... No, I couldn't. I was hoping I'd be able to change weapons and cast Invisible, but I couldn't. So what I might do instead is Baldur's going to target the red cap behind Varn and hopefully kill him. Yes. That's what I like to see. Tracery. Hilfan, prayer it up for us, please. Not that we really need it, but we'll just see how we go. Beautiful. Didn't do a huge amount of damage, but, well, it did a bit, actually. I got to be fair, you know. It wasn't too bad. And this feels like a waste of our Smite Evil. We might rest before we head after this one. And that way he can get his Smite Evils back and have a better go at attacking those guys. And I switched weapons, and Varn's got no one he can actually attack this turn unless I turn off 5-foot step and move over to here. And then he only gets a single attack. And he missed. Let's finish this, please, Baldur. And we did well. So let's just switch Varn back to the crossbow for now. Whoops, wrong thing. Chunk of loot in here. None of which is really... Actually, I'm going to have to start dumping some of this loot in a minute because I don't think I'm going to be able to carry it all. These are all just standard scythes, so let's get rid of them. And these are all just standard leather armor, so they're an absolute waste as well. Vaguely worth it, vaguely worth it, vaguely worth it, vaguely worth it. I'm saying vaguely worth it for all of this because, quite frankly, I don't know if this is the end of the module or not, but it sort of feels like it's the end, and if it is, gathering all this loot will be useless. But it's what you do in these games. So I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you for joining me for this episode of Pathfinder Kingmaker Varnhold's Lot, where we're playing hopefully through the end of the dungeon. I don't know how many episodes it will be before we're finished, but if you enjoyed this episode, please give me a like and share it with your friends. Be sure to subscribe to keep up to date with all the latest episodes, and I will see you for the next one. Thanks a lot. Bye.